which one's gonna come first? The Hypixel Skyblock foraging update that was meant to be released in 2021, or the joriz 2012 return to YouTube moment? What do you mean Skyblock came first? I have my fan going on in the background and it's getting picked up by the background noise. I don't care. This is the second channel. I got to do whatever I want here. Also, I'm sweating. Picture this, viewer. I am sweating right now. And now imagine a Filipino sweating, because I'm Filipino. I feel like people should know this because my name is Joriz, and Joriz is I'm pretty sure it's like a classical Filipino name. I'm just making that up. I have no idea. But anyways, where did I go? What happened between I don't even remember what was the last time I uploaded. It was in like January. Like actually like the first week of January, and then I just disappeared and then uploaded on June 30th. What happened between all those months? I know a lot of people have been asking this. Actually, no one's asked this. I just kind of want to make this video because it's going to be an interesting video for me to look back on in like a day from now, probably. Man, no, that day is way too short. Probably in like 3 years. But you know, what happened? Why did I randomly go dormant, went silent, nobody heard me? It was like I became Hollow Knight Silksong. There was just no news at all, except during that time frame, Hollow Knight Silksong actually got more news than I did to my viewers. Man, I really fucked up. Anyways, if you haven't seen the 3 other videos, which you probably haven't. I mean, just statistically, I think you haven't. And this is also... I've also forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video. This is going to be one of those weird videos where it doesn't make sense if you're watching it as it's being released. And it's supposed to be a video where you look back on it like 5 years from now or something, when you already know what the results are, basically. This is just... If you're watching this in real time as it's being released, first off, no, you're not, because that's not how that works, because this isn't a live stream. But secondly, you're watching it wrong. Well, I mean, there's not like a correct way to watch it, but like in my opinion, you're watching it wrong. But I also play Hypixel Skyblock, and I have 4,000 hours in the game, and it is only climbing higher. So maybe I'm the wrong person in the end. Anyways, I've been stalling for 2 minutes. Let's talk about why I actually left. And the reason is pretty simple. I just think my channel was going to be in jeopardy for the future if I continued what I was doing, among other reasons, which I'll get into right now. Basically, one of the big things is that I wasn't exactly enjoying what I was making. Like, all of the videos... Well, no, here's the thing. I enjoyed recording the videos. Like, I had fun recording the videos where I just talked about random things. Like, this video right now, I'm having fun recording it because I'm just yapping. Like, I'm just pure yapping about whatever nonsense. Who cares? It's great. I love doing this. My main channel, I love doing that there too, but the problem is that this isn't actually good for growing your YouTube channel, since the whole point is that you can only really achieve this, at least in my opinion, if you have an audience already. If you have like a predetermined audience that they're already familiar with who you are as a person, and so they like watching you for you. That's been a recurring theme throughout my entire YouTube journey. I've always wanted, why are fireworks going off outside? It's not the 4th of July. I don't know if you can hear that. I really hope that firework doesn't just like come straight from my house. I wouldn't blame them that much though. Anyways, what I wanted to do on my main channel primarily was to just tell like silly little stories, or just talk about like actual nothingness. Like, if you look at the 3 like storytime quote-unquote animation videos I uploaded, which yeah, technically they're not animations because they have like barely any animation in it, and it's more like a animatic, I think is what it's called. I don't know, who cares about the nuance? I don't. If you care about that, that's entirely on you, buddy. You gotta get like a job or something, and you have to like get a bigger problem in your life if you care about that. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that if you look at the first 3 animation videos I uploaded, like the ones with the gray border, I copied Scotty Wallace. What is he going to do about it? Kill me? Yeah, that's right. He's not going to do anything about it. Anyways, if you look at those first 3 videos, when you really break it down, all 3 of them are kind of just talking about nothing. Like, they're all just actual nothing burgers of a video. Like, there's no substance to the video at all. It's just me complaining about something that I probably would have forgotten about if I hadn't thought, like, oh, this would be kind of funny to complain about. Because this is the most nothing, like, problem ever. This is a problem that lasted for, like, 3 seconds, maybe. And, you know, that's why I kind of wanted to make at the core of it. And the problem is that, like I said before, you can't really grow your YouTube channel by making those kinds of videos, at least with gaming. That's the thing. I was doing gaming videos where on occasion I would just do that. I would just do like a story time essentially, and they wouldn't really perform well because, unsurprisingly, people wouldn't really want to click it. They didn't really want to watch it. I mean, in general, even I don't really watch gaming storytime videos because Why not like visualize the story, or like make it into like an animation or something so you can like better tell the story? But you're not gonna believe what I did. But no, there are amongst other like. Okay, the problem with this video is I'm just yapping. I have no notes written down. I'm actually just I'm speaking from the heart right now. It just probably is very not effective, especially when your heart is. Well, no, my heart's actually perfectly fine. I think. I hope at least. I really hope I don't learn that my heart is like diseased in like 2 years. But these are just like kind of like an unhinged rambling of things. But essentially, at its core, that's what happened. I was making like gaming storytime videos, and I realized that ultimately it would make way more sense if I just made storytime animation videos, because that would be, first off, it would actually make it so I can actually. I said the word actually twice there, but so I could make videos that I wanted to make, and then they would be, at least in my eyes, probably more clickable. People would be more inclined to watch them, and not only that, the video would actually be higher quality. People would, it would be like a higher quality video. You know, who wants to watch like a guy playing Minecraft talking about the time he accidentally snorted pepper while watching Adolf Hitler versus Darth Vader, epic rap battles of history, when you could watch a guy doing the same exact thing, but it's animated, so you can really visualize what's going on. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the animations were a much better fit for my channel, and the reason I initially didn't do it was because I didn't think of it, alright? I kind of just forgot about storytime animation, because unsurprisingly, storytime animation, it wasn't as big as it was in like 2017, 2018. It's, you know, as they would say, it's kind of fallen off, which isn't to say that's actually like truly fallen off. The people in storytime animation are still huge and ever, and it still has like a big community. It's not been eradicated. It's not Reason to Die Awakening, where the game is just been completely removed from history, revisionist history, and they're trying to get rid of it, but they can't. Well, they're not, because they're not trying to do revisionist history. I just threw that word in there for no reason. But the storytime animation community, while it's not as big as it used to be, it's definitely still a large community. And I thought, like, hey, I could probably join in on this, because after I think I just got recommended a Jane Animations video like years after I watched her. Well, no, I've been like consistently watching her, like all her like new uploads, but I hadn't like actually binge watched her videos in like multiple years. And then I did that, and I thought to myself, like, yeah, my videos would be way better suited if I kind of just did what she was doing. And then I started thinking about it a lot more, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I can do it, because my brother, he has a drawing tablet because he's interested in art, and so I thought, like, I can just steal his drawing tablet, because he wasn't really using it. He's like a fucking classical, stupid ass Leonardo da Vinci artist. Well, no, I don't actually know what art Leonardo da Vinci did, but like he uses like the pencil and paper. I use digital, but he wanted to do digital. I think, maybe, I don't know, but then he didn't, and now I stole his drawing. I have his drawing tablet right here. Listen to this. I just pressed a button on the drawing tab. I hope that didn't do something. Uh-oh. Alright, well, but at least I have a drawing tablet now. And in my head, that was a pretty huge barrier of entry, because I think, you know, I mean, yeah, you could probably get away with, like, doing storytime animations with a mouse. You would also probably get carpal tunnel, which I think I already have that, so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to get carpal tunnel level 2, so, okay, I practically have level 2 already, but I thought to myself, well, I have my brother's drawing tablet. That's like a huge barrier of entry, just completely eliminated for free, essentially, and so I can just go in and do this, like theoretically, like, this is like in, like, I think this is like probably right after I uploaded my, my other video, which was, I don't actually remember when my video was uploaded. Let me check real quick. The last video I uploaded before going dormant was my No, I Wasn't Born in 2012 video. Which, the fucked up part is I have to remake that video, because I know damn well, since it's no longer public, people are gonna start asking that question if I like start gaining steam, because stupid ass people born in 2012, the dumbass 2012 generation are ruining the reputation of joriz 2012. First off, I had to fight Joseph Kony. That guy, dude was doing damages, multiple of that. But no, well, I don't really know Joseph Kony, to be honest. I just heard something about him being like one of the most wanted criminals or something, and he's also like 2012. I don't know. I'm not related to Joseph Kony. I just want to make that clear. I've been fidgeting with my carpal tunnel brace, and I just realized the microphone was picking it up. Hey, well, I mean, listen to this. If you heard that earlier in the video, that's because I've been fidgeting with it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop fidgeting with it, because it actually sounds kind of awful. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that I realized man, my content would be way better if I just did storytime animation. And in fairness, I used to have a pretty huge interest in art. This would probably be a second channel video on its own where I talk more in depth about like my like relationship with art. I mean, it's actually very simple. Basically, fifth grade, like I'm gonna be honest with you. I am eating food right now, and I was listening to like the recording to see if I'm like not actually saying something that's borderline insane, which I only sort of am, and I was eating food during that. Well, what I'm trying to say is basically I think throughout like elementary school, yeah, pretty much the entirety of elementary school, I was super interested in art. Took art in middle school, and then I immediately lost all interest in art afterwards, and then I didn't pick it back up until this year. And so that's my relationship with art. I'm probably gonna go more in depth in it, like in a different video. There's a lot of I have a lot of videos in mind to make, which yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I think that's nice that I actually have video ideas. I mean, that's kind of what something you would hope for. Actually, you would kind of hope the YouTuber in question would have like video ideas, and they wouldn't just immediately run out. Which is what was happening in my original channel. So, circling back to what I was originally doing, I was making those, like, you know, those silly little videos where I did, like, story times, but in order to... I was practically clickbaiting, okay? I'll come clean. I was basically clickbaiting. I was making videos like, oh, Skyblock's worst update, and then I talk about the update for, like, 30 seconds, and then the next, like, 10 minutes is just some, like, random hypothetical, and then I also talked about how a football got thrown in my head, and I got knocked unconscious from it. Like, those were the kind of videos that I liked making, but it was kind of hard to think of actual video topics to talk about, especially in the Skyblock scene, because Skyblock infamously has had, like, multiple content droughts. There have been so many Skyblock YouTubers that have, like, left. I mean, it's for, like, a variety of reasons. I'm sure, like, a lot of them are not even related to YouTube. I think a lot of people who left Skyblock YouTube probably just left because they didn't want to do YouTube anymore, and not because like their channel was failing. Not to say that there was no like channels that were failing, because I think there were probably a lot of channels that were failing and they left as a result of the thing going downhill, because Skyblock is pretty shit when it comes to content. Like, I mean, the original reason I chose it for content is because it was like a small enough community that I could jump in and make videos for it, and people would likely watch me because there's not that many Skyblock creators because of the aforementioned Skyblock content drought, and so that's what I was originally doing. But the problem is that I was already immediately facing off against the Skyblock content drought, and it's crazy because it's like I wasn't even really... Like, the content of the video is that I wasn't really fighting against the Skyblock content drought. I was just talking about whatever. Ultimately, I was kind of struggling to make videos, and that's like, you know, that's kind of like #1 rule of YouTuber. Like, you probably want to actually not struggle with making videos. That's like a, you know, if you want to be cut out for a YouTuber, I think that's like the golden rule, that you actually enjoy making videos, which I did. There were videos that I did enjoy, that I loved recording, and the problem is that I had to like package it in this like special little gift wrap so people would like actually want the gift, instead of it like being exposed that it was actually just a bunch of like used oranges. I don't know what used oranges implies. I just ate the orange. I don't know. But that's kind of just the crux of it all. I feel like I did a pretty shitty job of explaining, to be honest. I really should have just had notes. But whatever, I think this recording was fun enough to just, like, actually upload. I don't know, I probably will make more follow-ups to, like, talking about it better. Damn, I suck ass at my job. Well, this isn't a job, but, like, if I start making money from this, technically it's a job, and I suck ass at it already. And my technicality, this is, like... Okay, well, it's not a job because I'm not getting paid, but I have to, like, work in order to get, like, paid first. So, you know... When you really break it down, it kind of is my job when you think about it. Anyways, that's kind of it for this video. I probably will make an actual, more like refined video talking about it, because this is just kind of an unhinged rambling of a video. And also, I'm kind of ending it here because I want to eat food. Alright? The truth is, I want to eat food, and I'm also gonna play the Hypixel Skyblock foraging update.